thought about going into the apartment with another man's wife?
Well, it's a hard situation, Your Honor, because we were all friends. That's the only reason why I was in there, and my dog.
Well, that sort of makes it worse if you're kissing on another man's wife that y'all are supposed to be friends. Court is calling 2022 CR 3272, State of Texas versus Damon Lloyd. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
Defense?
John Fox, within.
And are you Mr. Lloyd?
Yes, no.
All right, defense, I'm showing you what's entitled discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, we have, and we have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Lloyd, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge. We filed a motion to amend the indictment. We're asking to include account 2, terroristic threat of a public servant.
Any objection?
How do you want?
No,
how do you-
Judge.
Well, no, I have no objection to count 2.
Okay, and then Judge,
Well,
guess
let's start there. So defense, do you have any objection to the amendment?
No,
All right. Mr. Lloyd, do you understand that the state is requesting to amend the indictment? And that's a substantive change to the indictment. Do you have any objection to that amendment?
No, Your Honor.
And do you understand that your attorney has a right to 10 days to prepare for trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
And knowing that, do you still wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will grant the state's motion. Any other additions to the count 2 now?
yes, Judge, we are waiving count 1, proceeding on count 2. The lesser included last be terroristic threat. So we are striking through the public servant language.
Any objection?
no, Your
Mr. Lloyd, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of terroristic threat as a Class B misdemeanor? The range of punishment is up to a $2,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to a $2,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Lloyd, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on count 2 only. They're asking that they proceed on the lesser included offense of terroristic threat. There's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be no contact with Ezekiel, Ezequiuiel, Juarez, Juarez. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 1 year. There'll be a top evaluation and 80 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the lesser included offense of terroristic threat, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State, any evidence?
Yes, the state offers states exhibit 1 and its attachments.
We reviewed it. We have no objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Lloyd, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir. You can proceed.
All right, anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
Yeah, Damon has been a CNA for the past 3 years. He's also an active reservist in the military. He's an E4 combat engineer. His intention is, if this probation is successfully completed, is to go active duty in the military. No prior criminal history. This was a very unfortunate, isolated incident, and we ask that you approve the plea bargain as listed in the paperwork.
How old are you?
I'm 28, Your Honor.
28.
Yes, ma'am.
So what have you learned from this?
I learned that I actually need to not jump into things so fast. Me being in the military, I feel like I acted way faster than I should have. I should have thought about it. And
What thought about going into the apartment with another man's wife?
well, it's a hard situation, Your Honor, because we were all friends. That's the only reason why I was in there, and my dog.
Well, that
used
sort
it.
of makes it worse if you're kissing on another man's wife that y'all are supposed to be friends. No good can come of that.
I understood that, Your Honor.
That's all I can tell you. No, nothing good can come of that. So are you employed or
Yes.
military?
CNA, certified nursing assistant.
Yes.
It's been for over 3 years now.
Yes.
All right. Is there any drug, alcohol problem?
No, no, ma'am.
All right. So the court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 1 year deferred adjudication. Of course, if he completes everything early, he's more than welcome to come and see about being terminated early. There's to be no contact with Ezekiel Juarez. There's to be regular reporting to probation. 80 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. There's to be regular UAs. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Just your dog?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what type of dog is it?
Great Pyrenees.
How old?
She's 4. She's 4 right now.
Okay. And probation, is there anything else he needs?
Proof of employment, Your Honor.
Thank you. Proof of employment within 15 days. Anything else?
Did you want any field visits?
We'll do field visits 1 time per month. If there's no issues after 3 months, that can be discontinued. There's no classes that I can give you to say, hey, don't date another man's wife. There's-
And I think, Judge, the complainant in this case has moved from
From the apartment.
complex, so there's
Okay.
no reason for any further contact.
All right. All right, is there anything else you need in order to be successful?
No, Your Honor, just what you just gave me today.
Okay, all right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, we can go off the record. So much could have happened. You're going into another man's home with that man's wife. Okay? All right, good luck to you.
A courtroom fell silent as 28-year-old Damon Lloyd stood before the judge in a Texas plea hearing that quickly turned personal. Lloyd, a certified nursing assistant and active military reservist, admitted his involvement in a terrifying dispute tied to another man's wife, a situation the judge bluntly warned could have ended far worse. What began as a felony case was reduced to a misdemeanor terroristic threat charge after negotiations between prosecutors and the defense. Lloyd accepted responsibility, pleaded guilty, and hoped for deferred adjudication so he could continue pursuing active military duty. But the judge wasn't focused only on the law. He focused on the dangerous decisions behind the case. "You're going into another man's home with that man's wife," the judge warned. "Nothing good can come of that." The emotional exchange, combined with the judge's final warning, made this courtroom moment unforgettable.